Many animal studies have been done looking at Alzheimer's disease, like a human-like Alzheimer's disease in a rodent, and heat shock proteins protecting from it. And this has been shown to even 50% higher over baseline levels after just 30 minutes at 163 degrees Fahrenheit in the sauna. So, and they stay activated, at least in rodents, for 48 hours at least. Having these heat shock proteins around, making sure they're properly taking care of our proteins so they're not aggregating in our brains and in our plaques could be another potential way that sauna is protecting from Alzheimer's disease and other cardiovascular health, as well as longevity.
I know people are probably desperate to know, what if they don't have a sauna? I could imagine that a hot bath would work almost as well.
Yeah,
right?
So there's been some studies looking at, for example, activation of heat shock proteins, also brain-derived neurotrophic factor increases with heat stress. And so the hot bath at around 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which is typically what studies will use for temperature, and it's 20 minutes from the shoulders down. And that is like a very robust activation in heat shock proteins and in brain-derived neurotrophic factor.
Great.
And then heat shock proteins are also protecting against muscle atrophy. It was local hypothermia or local heat treatment, but essentially it showed that it protected. I mean, it was like there was a study where they were looking at muscle disuse, and it was something like the local heat treatment prevented like almost 40% of the muscle atrophy from disuse.